From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth.
Good Friday morning and happy Halloween to everyone out there. All right, for tonight, it's looking mostly dry for the trick-or-treating time frame. Big emphasis on that word mostly. Rain will be likely for Saturday. More rain chances for Monday through Thursday. High temperatures doing a funky little dance over the next few days. Lows mainly staying down into 30s and 40s. Right now, you're taking a live look at Pasco. This view coming courtesy of the Dust Devils. Not seeing much out there for this morning. Not much sunlight to work with. Okay, current temperatures are right around freezing in the valleys and for the basin and for portions of the foothills, so it could be a little bit frosty in those stretches of a region. Also seeing 30s up in the mountains. So for today, it's going to be mostly cloudy. Could have some showers during the very late afternoon to early evening, especially for the valleys and for the basin, but those will be low-wind shower chances overall. Again, the big weather story, mostly dry for the trick-or-treating time frame, but I'll show you some of those hour-by-hour shower chances coming up on Good Morning Northwest, which starts right now.
Straight ahead on Good Morning Northwest, the man who shot Washington State Patrol Trooper Dan Atkinson Jr. in court, now officially sentenced. We have the details on just how many years he'll be spending behind bars.
But first, it happened again, another break-in at a Kennewick business. Officers are asking the community for help in finding the suspects, plus what business owners are doing now to ramp up security.
Plus, former Seattle Seahawk and Super Bowl champ Jermaine Kearse in Kennewick visiting the Boys and Girls Club. We have a behind-the-scenes look at the fundraising event that he was a part of, and it's all on Good Morning Northwest, which starts right now.
This is Apple Valley News Now. Good Morning Northwest on your side.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you for joining us for Good Morning Northwest. I'm Jessica Jalal.
And I'm Jade Elliott. It is Friday, October 31st. Happy Halloween to everyone. We've got your Wednesday vibes.
Addams on a Friday.
Yeah. I'll just be Morticia.
Oh, yeah.
How about that?
I love it.
I know. We'll, of course, get to your Halloween forecast in just a minute, but we do have some breaking news just coming in that we want to get to really quick. We're hearing from FBI Director Kash Patel this morning, just putting information out saying that the FBI has thwarted a potential terrorist attack and multiple suspects have been arrested. They're telling us this is happening in Michigan right now, where these suspects were allegedly plotting a violent attack over Halloween weekend. FBI Director Patel says that more details will be to come throughout the course of the morning as they release more information on just what exactly this was and what they were looking into. But he says thanks to the men and women of the FBI and law enforcement for crushing our mission to defend the homeland. Again, FBI stating this morning they have thwarted a potential terrorist attack, multiple arrests out of Michigan. So it's a big story we'll, of course, continue to follow right here on Good Morning Northwest.
That's right. We want to start your local top stories off in Kennewick now, where another local business has been broken into.
Yeah, Kennewick police now investigating 2 break-ins at the Tri-City Model Railroaders Club. Officers are also asking the community to help identify the suspects.
Our very own Austin Reed got a behind-the-scenes look at their operation and how they're stepping up security to try and prevent this from happening again.
They broke in here, and they only robbed our retail store up front.
The club and business was first broken into Saturday night and again on Wednesday night.
But they did make a few mistakes. They cut themselves on the glass. They left some blood traces that the Kennewick PD now have.
Surveillance video from the shop shows suspects taking several $1,000s worth of trains, including a rare piece from the layout, and causing significant damage to the front of the building.
We have a feeling, well, that somebody had come in here and cased the place out to find out where everything was.
The club says they've already taken steps to prevent future incidents, adding new cameras, brighter lighting, and reinforced security measures.
Either you're going to steal this stuff for personal use, or you're going to eBay it, or whatever, but there's no place around here really to resell it.
The incident comes amid a rash of break-ins across Kennewick over the last 30 days, police say, and officers are urging businesses and residents to report any suspicious activity.
Are you worried for other businesses?
Well, of course. I mean, who wants to get robbed? Who wants to get their property destroyed, you know? So, yeah. But we're not the only ones from what I understand. So, and there's probably going to be more.
So for now, the Tri-City Model Railroaders Club hopes this scene soon becomes a reality.
How much money you think in damages?
Each one of those windows they broke are about $1,300 a piece, and then they stole about probably $3,000 to $3,500 worth of locomotives and rolling stock and all that stuff. So.
The president also says the break-in won't deter them.
Yeah, they are still open and plan to host their upcoming Christmas model train set giveaway.
All right, taking you to Walla Walla now, where a man has been sentenced for the shooting of a Washington State Patrol trooper.
Brandon O'Neill was given 25 years and 9 months for shooting Trooper Dean Atkinson Jr. That shooting happened back on September 22nd of 2022 on Poplar Street in Walla Walla. According to court documents, O'Neill had planned to kill a law enforcement officer, and he found Atkinson first.
However, despite being shot in the face, Atkinson was able to drive himself to the emergency room. He was later taken to a Seattle hospital where he underwent several surgeries. In court yesterday, Atkinson says he still has limitations, but thanks to the medical professionals and first responders who saved his life, he was able to return to the profession that he loved with WSP.
Yeah, he says that he still suffers from some PTSD and sleepless nights, and his family members who received that call do as well. He says it's a call no one should ever have to experience. Atkinson's father also spoke at the hearing yesterday, telling O'Neill, quote, "You picked the wrong guy that day."
Turning now to Fire Watch, a house fire in Kennewick temporarily shut down traffic on a busy roadway yesterday afternoon. So according to Kennewick Fire Chief Michael Hefner, they responded just before 12:30. This was to South Edison Street near 4th Avenue. Multiple units from Kennewick Fire and police departments arrived to find a shed on fire. Firefighters said the response was complicated by the presence of flammable materials in the shed.
In this particular circumstance, there were a lot of portable flammable liquid containers, not unusual for somebody that might be a hobby sport enthusiast for ATVs or motorcycles. And so we worked to clear some of those containers of flammable liquids away from the fire.
Officials say the fire was extinguished with no injuries, and while the cause of the fire is still being investigated, officials believe the use of extension cords may have contributed.
Taking you to Yakima now at 5:07, where a new federal lawsuit could impact the Yakima Nation and its treaty rights. So the case, which was filed in Portland, targets members of the Trump administration over tariffs put into place during his presidency. The suit claims that those tariffs violate the 1855 Yakima Treaty, which exempted tribal members from paying taxes or fees on imported goods. Yakima tribal member Mandy Ray Lumley and her company are the ones that filed the suit. They are arguing only Congress can change those treaty terms. The case names President Trump, Customs and Border Protection, and Homeland Security officials.
Talking sports now, former Seattle Seahawk and Super Bowl champ Jermaine Kearse visited the Boys and Girls Club in Kennewick for a fundraising event.
And Apple Valley News Now's Jake Gable captured Kearse's tour of the facility and his interaction with local kids.
You may know Jermaine Kearse from being a wide receiver on the only Seattle Seahawks team to win a Super Bowl. But his journey to the NFL started at the Boys and Girls Club. Growing up in the state of Washington, Kearse played football with the Boys and Girls Club and was a frequent member of many of their programs. So he has a deep appreciation for what they do for kids. Taking a tour of the Kennewick Clubhouse, Kearse sat down for a Q&A with teens and donors.
I thought it was just super important to just kind of come back and, I had a great opportunity to come over here to be able to support. I know how much the Boys and Girls Club makes an impact on our youth and what it did for me and a lot of my friends. And so I thought it was a great opportunity to kind of come back, show some love and some support, and be able to just kind of continue their mission.
Kearse, born in Lakewood, Washington, remembers his time at the Rainier Vista branch. He recalled how his former coach, Reggie Middleton, positively impacted his life at a young age.
I think that made a big difference in terms of how we all kind of turned out and how we grew up and the lessons that we learned from him. And just being able to just kind of have that mentor and that person that we can always kind of go to.
Interacting with a select group of teens, they got to take pictures, throw the football around, and shoot some hoops with the former NFL player.
I was really excited. Like when we got off the van, he was already like walking in. It was like shocking. I was like, no way, that's Jermaine. And then when I got the signature, I was hyped, to be honest.
With a fundraising dinner later in the day, the teens left with autographs and memories that will last a lifetime. In Kennewick, Jake Gable, Apple Valley News Now.
So much fun for those kids, right? I know. And last night, Kearse was the guest speaker at the sold-out Dinner with Friends fundraiser for Boys and Girls Club.
And last year's event raised over $440,000.
We'll keep you updated on how much they raised this year.
And coming up next on Good Morning Northwest, the looming deadline to fund federal food assistance programs like SNAP is getting closer. With the latest on the government shutdown coming up in your national news.
But first, live look outside on this Halloween morning. This one from our Legends Casino and Hotel Sky camera at Richland's Columbia Point. Looks like it might have just froze on us there.
And for Halloween.
This is Halloween. It is 11 minutes after 5. When we come back, Chief Meteorologist Josh Colberth will break down what you can expect today as you head out the door and head out to trick or treat.
The annual Hometown Food Drive is here, and you have the power to make a difference. At your local Yolks Fresh Market, you can purchase a $10 donation bag that goes straight to our local food banks.
It's a simple way to show our neighbors we care.
These donations fill the shelves that ensure families in our community have meals that they can count on.
Every bag makes the difference for us.
At McCurley Dealerships, we're proud to be part of something bigger than ourselves, because when you give locally, everyone finds their way home.
Legacy lives in the people who've made this place home. For decades, Happel and Community First Bank have been part of that legacy. Different names, same mission, invested in every relationship. We're coming together to keep building what matters. Because legacy doesn't end. It lives on in every loan, every dream, every member helped.
Hi, welcome to Happel.
We wanted to switch to T-Mobile to make sure that we have better coverage.
T-Mobile is now the best network. And with T-Satellite, we're connecting millions of people in places no carrier tower can reach.
I signed up for T-Satellite to give me peace of mind as a mom that makes life better knowing that it's there when we need it.
Upgrade to the best network. Right now, T-Mobile will pay off 4 phones up to $3,200. Plus, hook you up with 4 new phones on us. Switch today.
Today, too many of us walk away from our primary care appointments feeling rushed and unheard.
We were frustrated too, so we decided to change the quality of healthcare here in the Tri-Cities.
At Primary Care at the PC, we take the time to truly listen. With 1-hour-long appointments, we care about the whole you. You don't have to be a member to be our patient, but once you're here, you might want to be.
Now welcoming new patients. Book your appointments online or call us at 509-783-5465. Primary Care at the PC. Play hard, live well.
At Apple Valley News Now's Phase 3 Digital, we have the right message to grab attention and drive leads.
Plus, the local expertise to connect you with new customers. Wherever your market is, we'll get results to build your business. Phase 3 Digital. Contact us today.
For 50 years, the 3 best words in the morning.
Good morning, America!
Good morning, America.
Good morning, America.
They won't let me out of here.
Good morning, America!
Monday morning, it's time to celebrate our big birthday on Good Morning, America.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colberth.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. It's going to be a little ghoulish out there for today as it's going to be gray. Could have a few showers in the valleys, definitely in the Cascades, also maybe a shower in the foothills. But those chances are going to be going up for this evening, especially overnight. Of course, we'll take a look at some of those precip chances for that trick-or-treating time frame coming up here in just a second. For today, a lot of it's going to be stuck in the 40s, upper 40s in the Tri-Cities and for Yakima and for Ellensburg. So this is going to be definitely below average for this time of the year. Now we have a warm front that's going to pass, so that's going to bring us up into the 60s for Saturday, but back down into the 50s by Sunday. So here's that funky little dance with the temperature. You can see about a 15-degree warm-up between today and tomorrow. So that's obviously the warm front, and then a cold front dropping us back down into the low 50s by Monday. We'll mostly keep it in the 50s and low 60s after that. Over the next foreseeable 7 nights. Overnight lows going to be down into the 30s and 40s. So we'll show you what it looks like in the Tri-Cities. Well, first of all, for tonight, we're going to be down into the mid to upper 30s in the Kittitas and Yakima valleys, right around 40 in the Tri-Cities. A little bit warmer in the foothills, but those overnight lows over the next 7 days. This is actually for Yakima, but you can see in Yakima we're going to keep it in the 30s, but for next week could have some lows down into the 40s in the Tri-Cities. Okay, here is the forecast for that trick-or-treating time frame for tonight. 10% shower chances all throughout that time frame in the Yakima Valley. In the Tri-Cities, I'm thinking it's probably less than 10%. So mostly dry, but we'll time it out with Futurecast coming up in a few minutes.
Thanks, Josh. 5:15, and in your national headlines this morning, the latest on the government shutdown and the looming deadline to fund federal food assistance programs, including SNAP. Millions of Americans could lose food benefits by tomorrow. ABC's Nicole D'Antonio has the details.
Overnight, President Trump calling on Republicans in Congress to take action and change the rules in the Senate to reopen the government with a simple majority vote instead of the 60 votes currently needed. The president posting online, it's now time for Republicans to play their Trump card and go for what is called the nuclear option. Get rid of the filibuster and get rid of it now. It comes as millions of Americans worry they could lose access to federal food assistance, including SNAP, as soon as tomorrow. Across the federal government, roughly 1.4 million workers have already gone without pay, and more than 750,000 are on furlough. Now, food banks across the country have scaled up efforts to help those in critical need of food assistance, and they say they need community support now more than ever.
We're treating this just like a hurricane where we're going to step in. It will be a challenge, but we're up to the task as we have been before.
On Capitol Hill, cuts to Medicaid and health care subsidies are still the major sticking point, with both sides refusing to budge, putting other programs like SNAP at risk.
Some of the Democrats have argued that you can use this contingency fund, but the truth is there's no legal mechanism to do it.
But Democrats are calling Republicans hypocrites because of health care cuts they made months ago in Trump's so-called Big Beautiful Bill.
Republicans have the nerve to admit before the American people that ripping away SNAP benefits from 16 million children in this country and more than 1 million veterans is a pressure tactic designed to get the Congress to continue to gut the health care of the American people.
And now a new poll by ABC News, The Washington Post, and Ipsos finds that more Americans, 45%, blame Trump and congressional Republicans more than Democrats for the shutdown.
And meanwhile, Democratic governors are suing to release emergency funding to pay for SNAP benefits. However, that money is still not enough to fully fund the program. Of course, as developments come out, we'll keep you updated. Still much more ahead here on Good Morning Northwest. Excuse me. Halloween is tonight, and you're probably wondering how the weather is going to be acting up, right? Well, Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbert is going to let us know what you can expect on this Friday, October 31st. 5:18, giving you a live look outside from the Legends Casino Hotel Sky Camera at Richlands Columbia Point. We are back right after the break with your full First Alert forecast.
The future of healthcare is here at Prosser Memorial Health, home to Mako Smart Robotics for precise joint replacement. Prosser Memorial Health has added aquablation therapy for advanced prostate care. And now we're proud to be the first in Eastern Washington with the Da Vinci 5 surgical system, bringing world-class robotic surgery close to home, all inside our brand new state-of-the-art hospital built with you in mind. Prosser Memorial Health, the future of care, right here, right now. Learn more at prosserhealth.org.
Kittitas Valley Healthcare is your trusted home for health, offering expert orthopedic care for your family. With over 55 years of combined experience, our team uses state-of-the-art equipment to improve surgical outcomes and provide compassionate, patient-centered care. We're committed to making your experience comfortable and efficient, so you can stay active and healthy. Learn more and schedule a consultation through our website at kvhealthcare.org. Your home for health.
Style or substance. Somehow, it became one or the other. But there is another choice. Not stopping until you have everything in the GMC Sierra. Get 0% APR plus no monthly payments until next year on select Sierra 1500 models.
See your Inland Empire GMC dealers.
The Veterans Day sale is on now at all Walker's Furniture stores.
Get some of the biggest store-wide savings of the year, including double discounts. Or no money down, no minimum purchase, no interest financing for up to 5 years. Living rooms to bedrooms, dining sets to mattresses. Save big and make your home a space that everyone can enjoy.
And with a double sales tax discount, it's the perfect time to get your home ready for the holidays. Today through Tuesday at Walker's.
Wait! Go, go, go! Yeah! Touchdown, Dallas!
Cardinals, Cowboys, Monday Night Football at 5. Apple Valley News Now.
Friday, it's Live's Halloween show. It's trending. With Hamilton's Leslie Odom Jr., over 50 costume changes, and superstar surprise cameos.
Today at 9 on Apple Valley News Now. Operation Best Friend, sponsored by the Manthai Group Cross Country Mortgage.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbert.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. Yes, we will have little rain chances for tonight during that trick-or-treating time frame. And again, we'll show you that with Futurecast in just a second. Then rain looking likely as we head into Saturday. So let's time it all out with Futurecast. 8 this morning. Futurecast trying to bring some very light showers into the Yakima Valley and eventually into the basin and foothills. I think it's being a little bit overzealous there, but here's the main time frame that we're focused on, 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. You can see not a ton for lower elevations, but just enough to maybe have to dodge a few showers, and I'll tell you how you could possibly dodge them coming up in just a second. But let's go ahead and track the rest of this storm system. So this is 8 tomorrow morning. The atmospheric river bearing down on the Cascades, and eventually this is going to try to move off towards the east, but the Cascades going to catch a lot of this moisture. Still, we could deal with some rainfall throughout the day for portions of the valleys, the basin, and the foothills. And then as we head into Saturday night and Sunday morning, you can see another round lined up there in the Cascades, but for the rest of us, looking mostly dry as we head into Sunday. Of course, you can download the Apple Valley News Now First Alert Weather app for free in the App Store or on Google Play. That interactive radar feature is going to come in quite handy for tonight, but really all throughout the weekend. Here are the rainfall totals we're expecting through 5 in the morning on Sunday. Around 1.5 inches to over 2 inches of liquid water up in the Cascades. Beneficial stuff up that way. To the east of there, not nearly as much, maybe 0.1 to 0.3 inches for the foothills and for the Blues, but the Cascades definitely going to be the big winner. Then we have additional rain chances for Monday through Thursday of next week. Sunday going to be the reprieve, but Monday through Thursday, that's when we'll have all the rain chances to deal with. Look at, and these are preliminary totals. These are subject to change, but if this verifies, around 3 inches of rainfall for the Cascades and even lower elevations. Look at the Tri-Cities and Hermiston getting close to 1/2 inch of rainfall. So that would, again, be beneficial stuff. Here is the 7-day forecast for the Tri-Cities. Mostly dry for this evening, but rain likely for a warmer Saturday. In Yakima, maybe a shower during the day today, rain likely overnight and likely into tomorrow as well. In Ellensburg, showers possible for Halloween plans tonight, but rain likely Saturday, dry Sunday, then wet again next week. For Hermiston, about a 50-50 chance of rain for tomorrow, a beautiful Sunday, then more rain possible next week. And finally, for Walla Walla, mostly dry for this evening, but wet and gloomy for Saturday, then a little reprieve on Sunday.
All right, thanks so much, Josh. Still ahead here on Good Morning Northwest. The King is coming back. Hulu renewing the adult animated series. We're going to let you know for how many seasons it's sticking around for, and all the other details coming up in your entertainment news after the break.
At Bruce Heating and Air, your comfort is our business. With over 30 years of professional HVAC experience for residential and commercial properties, you can rest assured your heating and air system is in good hands. In addition to providing quality heating, air conditioning, ventilation, and installation services, Bruce Heating and Air also houses a full-service sheet metal fabrication shop.
Now through December 31st, receive rebates up to $1,300 off on a new Daikin Fit system, plus free thermostat when you finance through Bruce Heating and Air.
Today, too many of us walk away from our primary care appointments feeling rushed and unheard.
We were frustrated too, so we decided to change the quality of healthcare here in the Tri-Cities.
At Primary Care at the PC, we take the time to truly listen. With 1 hour-long appointments, we care about the whole you. You don't have to be a member to be our patient, but once you're here, you might want to be.
Now welcoming new patients. Book your appointments online or call us at 509-783-5465. Primary Care at the PC. Play hard, live well.
And Consumer Reports.
We're testers.
This organization accepts no advertising or sponsorship.
Since 1936.
Testing dishwashers, TVs, cars, vacuums.
We buy directly from stores, just like you.
Making sure products are safe.
And that they last.
Because we're advocates.
Engineers and scientists. We're testers. We're Consumer Reports.
Join us.
Hi, I'm David Smith.
And I'm Tori Smith, local owners of Mattress Depot USA.
We both grew up in the Seattle area.
But unlike our large competitors, we still live in this community.
We do business with local manufacturers from right here in the Pacific Northwest.
Hey, we realize that your top priority is to get a quality mattress at the best possible price. And that's what we do.
And it never hurts to do business with someone local.
Low prices every day. Mattress Depot USA.
Hubby's would like to thank you for all the love, Tri-Cities. We are still open and still your neighborhood slice. Ovens on, doors are open, ready to serve you with warm hearts. Hubby's Pizza has your favorites, made with love. Tonight, keep it local. Order for pickup or delivery, or grab a seat and say hi. Bring the whole crew. Groups and parties are welcome. From our family to yours, thank you for standing with Hubby's Pizza. Find us online or call us to start your order.
Arizona at Dallas. Monday Night Football at 5. Apple Valley News Now.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. In your entertainment news, we're talking Halloween movies.
That's right. Movie options typically include an old-fashioned horror double feature, and this year's no different.
David Daniel has that and more in today's Hollywood Minute.
Dad, I can see. No, that's not us. That's somebody else's car.
AMC Theaters are offering 2 scary screenings for 1 ticket. Hallow Road, starring Rosamund Pike and Matthew Rhys, and the darkly comic thriller Vincent Must Die. More info at HalloweenDoubleFeature.com.
Stop looking backwards, David. What matters is what we do next.
An update on the Call of Duty movie. Paramount and Activision have a creative team for their live-action feature film based on the popular military video game franchise. Peter Berg, known for Deepwater Horizon and Patriots Day, will direct the movie and co-write it with Yellowstone and Landman creator Tyler Sheridan.
I've been drinking beer for 40 years, and I never wished once that it tasted more like fruit.
King of the Hill has at least a few more years in it. Hulu has renewed the adult animated series for its 16th and 17th seasons. Season 14 debuted in August, and Season 15 is due out next year. In Hollywood, by way of Arlen, Texas, I'm David Daniel.
I love King of the Hill. Bobby is my spirit animal, young Bobby. Absolutely.
It can be pretty funny.
And I recently learned that it's based off of a Texas town, like not too far from where I grew up. Arlen, Garland, yeah. That's crazy. That blew my mind when I found out.
That is funny, I know. You a big fan?
I've never seen it, but I know Boomhauer, right?
Yeah, he kind of talks like,
yeah.
I love it.
That's my baseline.
He's probably my second favorite character.
King of the Hill.
These guys. All right, so much more ahead here on Good Morning Northwest. Multi-Care Memorial Hospital in Yakima is expanding, and we've got the details on their newest addition to Union Gap. That's all coming up in your next half hour at 5:30, but first, here's your Tech Bites.
In today's Tech Bites, a horror spin-off is coming to a headset near you. The 6-episode series is a spin-off of the 2022 horror classic, Talk to Me. It's being made exclusively for Meta headsets and is shot completely in 3D, giving viewers a fully immersive experience. OpenAI is now offering extra credits for its Sora video generating app for a fee. Some creators can now purchase 10 credits for $4. The company currently has a limit of 30 free AI video generations per day, and that number is expected to go down. Finally, YouTube's new like button animations. There are 20 of them customized to the kind of video you're watching. So if it's a car video, you will now see a spinning tire animation when you hit a like button. It's all part of a series of updates meant to make YouTube easier to navigate. Those are your Tech Bites. I'm Perry Russum. Have a great day.
Airwick's cordless essential mist diffuser's perfectly portable fragrance is for the type of person who's always inviting friends to. Come on over, babe. With adjustable fragrance levels and a wide range of quick change scents, Airwick Essential Mist creates an inviting ambiance every time you host. So you're always ready for anyone to. Come on over, baby. Airwick, always fragrant, always inviting.
Own a vacation rental? If it's not listed on Booking.com, it's invisible to millions of travelers on our platform. Don't let your vacation rental be invisible. Get seen, get booked. On Booking.com, Booking.yeah.
With 12 grams of protein in every serving, Quaker Protein Instant Oatmeal is there for active mornings, friendly competition, and big moves. Quaker, bring out the good.
This is Apple Valley News Now. Good morning, Northwest, on your side.
Good Friday morning. Thanks for waking up with us and joining us on this Halloween for Good Morning Northwest. I'm Jade Elliott.
I'm Jessica Jalal.
I'm Josh Colbert.
National Day should be good today.
I mean Halloween, and then there's something called Frankenstein Friday.
Frankenstein Friday.
I've never heard of that. I guess it's based on the Frankenstein book. Okay.
Well, here we are.
Yeah. And then what else we got? We got Girl Scout Founders Day, Bandana Day,
National Caramel Apple Day.
Oh, good one, fitting.
What?
Breadstick Day.
Now that's more my speed.
Yeah.
Do y'all have Halloween names? Like I would be Josh Goulbrith. Like Jade Skelliot, like a skeleton.
Jessica Jalal, like LOL. I don't know.
Not quite.
Like,
we'll work on it. We'll get there.
We'll work on yours.
Yeah.
You're working on the forecast for Halloween.
Yeah. Yes, it's a little bit of a tricky one as we have some showers that are moving in. It doesn't look like it's going to be a total wash for tonight, but enough to download the Apple Valley News Now First Alert Weather app. Okay, so here are the big weather stories as we head into this hallowed weekend. So mostly dry for this evening, but there are some caveats to that. We'll talk about that later in the show. Rain likely for Saturday, a bit of a break for Sunday, but more rain chances for next week as we have an atmospheric river. High temperatures doing a funky little dance. 40s for today, 60s for Saturday, 50s for Sunday and beyond. Low temperatures staying down in the 30s and 40s. Right now you're taking a live, beautiful look at Yakima. This view coming courtesy of Bi-Mart. All the beautiful city lights down below. That's all you can see this morning. Temperatures around freezing in the valleys, around freezing for the basin and the foothills. So could be a little bit of a frosty start to this Halloween in those aforementioned areas. Here's your coat cast for this Friday for the Tri-Cities. I'm going with heavy jacket weather through lunchtime, maybe into the afternoon. It could be some light jacket weather, but for today in general, mid 40s to low 50s, overcast. We will have some low end shower chances. And again, we'll continue to have those low end shower chances for the trick-or-treating time frame. We'll talk about that coming up a little bit later in the show.
Thank you, Josh. We start this half hour of news with your health headlines, specifically healthcare, which is reaching new heights in Yakima as it's becoming more accessible than ever before. MultiCare Yakima Memorial Hospital first opening its doors in 2023, and they've grown a lot in just a few years and now expanding even more. Our Monique Garcia has the update.
MultiCare is celebrating the launch of its newest addition to Yakima County, located in Union Gap, the MultiCare Neighborhood Emergency Department. The driving mission behind opening the new emergency room is clear, making healthcare easier to access for those living in and around the community.
I think this is an ideal location. You know, I live in town Yakima, very close to MultiCare Memorial there, and one of the largest problems that they've had for a long time has been the overflow and inability to keep up having the capacity to keep up with all the emergency needs. When MultiCare came to Yakima a few years ago and they came downtown to talk to me and what my thoughts were and what I thought the needs were, having adequate emergency care was one of the top things on my list.
This new medical facility aims not only to serve more people in need, but to help them feel better faster.
In-campus emergency department has perennially been the busiest in the state, typically seeing over 80,000 visits. We knew that there was need, and we knew that by coming to Union Gap, we would not only expand access for patients possibly in the Lower Valley or other areas because its access is much better. But also, I think there's an opportunity for us to level load some of the ER demand so our main campus emergency department isn't quite as busy.
It was a need because the capacity in Memorial and Yakima is limited. I mean, they do have a lot of rooms, they have a lot of facility, but anytime you went in, there was 2, 3, 4 hours to wait. People along the hallway in Gurney's waiting because there was such a demand for emergency services, and they really weren't able to handle all of them.
When the doors officially open on Monday, November 3rd, Dr. Tanny Davenport, the Chief Medical Officer, assures that they will never shut their doors to anyone seeking medical care and will be open 24/7. He adds they will have the same resources as any other emergency room.
We have the same facilities and capabilities that our main campus emergency department does. We do have translators, and we have some virtual ones that allow us to not just translate for Spanish, but for other languages. We do have X-ray, CT scans, ultrasounds, lab, and pharmacy, just like we do at the main campus.
This medical facility is equipped with 12 medical rooms that you can explore at their grand opening this Saturday, November 1st from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. Reporting in Union Gap, Monique Garcia, Apple Valley News Now.
Thank you, Monique. And the $25 million facility was made possible through a dedicated investment in MultiCare.
536, making a difference. It's never too early to give back to your community, and that's what Rivers Edge High School in Richland is saying with its new program, Fusion Learning. Every Thursday, Fusion Learning students volunteer at local organizations that are in walking distance from the school. That includes Habitat for Humanity, the Benton Conservation District, and other Richland public schools. They volunteer, and that's one of the aspects of this program that was designed for students with lower social batteries. And educators say that the results have been encouraging so far.
Some of the students who are working with us we're finding some great successes. It's definitely not the program for everyone, but some of the students in our program are finding a success where they hadn't seen success in school before, so that's really exciting.
Rivers Edge says it's asking for recommendations for where to volunteer in the future as long as it is in walking distance from the school.
And coming up next on Good Morning Northwest, it's Halloween weekend, and we're letting you know what spooky and fall fun activities are going on around the Tri-Cities. There is something for everyone and all ages, and we'll talk about all of them after the break.
From Hollywood, it's Dancing with the Stars. Dancing with the Stars, Tuesday on ABC.
The White Card, a powerful resource for former Hanford and DOE employees. If you worked in the area and have come down with cancer, lung disease, Parkinson's, or renal failure, you may be eligible for financial compensation and healthcare services. A simple phone call can get the process started. Atomic Home Health. Don't wait. Call today.
The Black Friday mattress event is on now at More Furniture. Save big on premium mattresses, including Tempur-Pedic, Stearns & Foster, and Sealy. During the Black Friday event, our premium mattresses are at the lowest prices of the season. For a limited time, you'll get our very best offer, 72 months interest-free financing. That's 72 equal monthly payments, absolutely no interest and no money down. Plus, we'll provide free white glove delivery and removal of your old mattress. Visit More Furniture today.
Dear Friday, let's put good times in gear. We've got power tailgates to power game days and a trailer backup guide that's the champ of the ramp. Heck, we might even cancel Monday. Toyota Trucks.
Right now, you can lease a tough new 2025 Tundra for just $479 per month. Find yours at Toyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
Saved is a lifetime earned. Numerica Credit Union. Money where it matters.
The old me was stuck in the daily grind. My routine didn't allow for any self-expression.
I found clay, and that changed everything. I realized my calling was to give others the space to be creative, to build something. This is the first, and that's how Clay Loom was born. Having a Chase Ink card has allowed us to grow it and bring people together. There's a creative side in all of us. That's what I hope people come here to find.
Earn up to 5% cash back on business essentials with the Chase Ink Business Cash Card from Chase for Business. Make more of what's yours.
The Y Card, a powerful resource for former Hanford and DOE employees. If you worked in the area and have come down with cancer, lung disease, Parkinson's, or renal failure, you may be eligible for financial compensation and healthcare services. A simple phone call can get the process started. Atomic Home Health. Don't wait. Call today.
For 50 years, the 3 best words in the morning. Good morning, America!
Good morning, America.
Good morning, America. They won't let me out of here.
Good morning, America. Monday morning, it's time to celebrate our big birthday on
Good Morning, America.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbert.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. We're going to be mostly dry for trick-or-treating tonight. Mostly big emphasis on that word. You see the time frame for both the Yakima Valley and the Lower Columbia Basin. About 10% chances for the Yakima Valley all throughout. Less than 10% chances for the Tri-Cities, but I mean, otherwise, it's still going to be chilly and gray out there, so be sure you're bundling up. These chances are going to be a little bit better in the Kittitas Valley. Okay, high temperatures, they're going to be really all over the place over the next handful of days. We'll be in the 40s for today. We'll be in the 60s for tomorrow, 50s for Sunday. And then after that, mostly in the 50s, at least in the Tri-Cities, but maybe back up around 60 towards the end of next week. Overnight lows going to stay put in the 30s and 40s for the next 7 nights. So here's what that looks like in the Yakima Valley. Mostly just 30s in the Yakima Valley. Now into next week we could have, for the nights of Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, maybe some low 40s for the Lower Columbia Basin and the Blue Foothills. Okay, here's that zone by zone tour of today's forecast. We start off in the Kittitas Valley. It's going to be gray, could be a little bit damp out there, definitely cool, as we'll have highs in the mid 40s, around 50 in the Yakima Valley. And then for the Lower Columbia Basin, will also be right around 50 degrees. Gray, very ghoulish out there, very much what you would expect for Halloween. 50s up and down the foothills and 50s and 60s in the blues. And of course, we are tracking some of those rain chances as we head into this weekend. I'll time all that out with Futurecast coming up in a few minutes.
All right, well, it is Halloween weekend, and we want to talk community events, of course. We're letting you know what is happening around the Tri-Cities, and we are starting off at a museum in Kennewick where you can celebrate Halloween all while learning some local history.
The East Benton County Historical Museum is offering free admission for its Halloween trick-or-treat event. Visitors can stop by from noon to 4 to explore exhibits, grab a treat, play bingo or board games, and take a photo at the museum's selfie wall.
This is the museum's 3rd year hosting the event. After a record turnout last weekend, organizers hope to see even more families stopping by.
And we get all the time that, I didn't know you were here. So 43 years, come on down if you've never been. It's the history of East Benton County is our focus.
The museum features exhibits on everything from Hanford's history to local high schools, all highlighting more than 4 decades of East Benton County heritage.
And hey, if you don't feel like learning and would rather be inebriated, then you can head to Wheathead Brewing for their Taps and Trunks event.
Hey, that's definitely a little more my cup of tea, right? Or a cup of something
mine
else.
too.
Yeah. So today there will be a costume party. There's food available from El Fat Cat Grill, as well as Vieira's mac and cheese. It all takes place from 4 to 8. That is out at Wheathead Brewing Company.
On Saturday, the brewery will have a parking lot, trunk or treat. There will be some food trucks there, and that will be from noon to 8 p.m. It's on Locust Grove Road in Kennewick.
But wait, there's more. If you're in Richland and feel like having a drink with your Halloween candy, this is the event for you. Bernard Griffin Winery is offering a Halloween candy and wine tasting pairing.
Tickets are $25. They include 3 reserve wine tastings and 3 Halloween candies, which they say are chosen by the spirits. This will be while supplies last. It's today from noon to 6.
That address is 878 Tulip Lane Drive.
And lastly, in Pasco, Sunday is Dia de los Muertos Day, also known as Day of the Dead. You can honor your late loved ones at Einan's on Hillcrest.
The service will be from noon to 1, and the movie Coco will be playing from 1 to 3.
You can also enjoy hot chocolate and sweet bread. That address is 224 South 24th Avenue. And It kind of runs adjacent to Coco, but The Book of Life, if you've ever seen that before, good one to watch for this holiday as well.
Coco, you'll be crying. That movie makes me cry so much.
Does it make you cry?
Yeah, it's so sad, but
so good.
Yeah, I love it.
I know. So much going on this weekend.
Oh yeah.
Outside of just, the norm of trick-or-treating and Halloween.
Something for everybody.
Yeah, I love it. All right. So much more ahead here on Good Morning Northwest. Your morning sprint, everything you need to know before you head out the door this morning. And that all-important Halloween trick-or-treating forecast. Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbert is going to break it down for you in his full First Alert forecast after the break. It's 5:45 on this Friday.
Mid-Columbia Libraries invites the community to come together through the power of stories by reading great books and meeting the authors who write them. This year's Mid-Columbia Reads Literary Festival celebrates Remarkably Bright Creatures by New York Times bestselling author Shelby Van Pelt. Join us Thursday, November 13th at 7 p.m. at CBC's Jurdy Center in Pasco. Enjoy an evening with the author and get your book signed. This free event is open to everyone.
Get this exceptional offer on select Cadillac models. Visit your Yakima and Tri-Cities Cadillac dealer today.
Life happens. Lucky for you, ICCU has a new kind of checking account that comes with benefits that help you life better. Because being human is a full-time job.
Today, too many of us walk away from our primary care appointments feeling rushed and unheard.
We were frustrated too, so we decided to change the quality of healthcare here in the Tri-Cities.
At Primary Care at the PC, we take the time to truly listen. With 1 hour-long appointments, we care about the whole you. You don't have to be a member to be our patient, but once you're here, you might want to be.
Now welcoming new patients. Book your appointments online or call us at 509-783-5465. Primary Care at the PC. Play hard, live well.
Life. It's a crazy thing when you think about it. It's either about making memories or remembering those moments that matter most. Broadmoor RV has been serving families and its community in the Pacific Northwest for over 20 years. From travel trailers to toy haulers, truck campers, motorhomes, and fifth wheels, we have what you need to start creating memories with the ones you love. So get out there and make those memories last a lifetime. Broadmoor RV. We make camping fun.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbert.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. We're going to be mostly dry for trick-or-treating for tonight. Mostly, big emphasis on that word. And then rain is looking likely as we head into Saturday. So let's time it all out with Futurecast radar. 8 this morning, looking mostly dry. Now, Futurecast is trying to bring some showers down into the valleys. I'm okay with that, but it's trying to bring it into the basin as well. I think that's maybe a little bit aggressive. Okay, here is the big time frame, 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. I want you to pay attention to lower elevations. Not completely dry, not a total washout though, and I'll show you how to track these showers yourself coming up here in just a second. By midnight, this atmospheric river bearing down on the Cascades. It's going to do the same thing for Saturday morning. Eventually, this will push off towards the east, but you can see the Cascades are going to catch the bulk of this moisture. And then by 5 p.m., still some leftover showers for the foothills and for the Blues. I'm thinking after midnight, mostly dry out there, maybe another wave of some rain and snow up in the Cascades, but definitely looking a lot drier for Sunday. You can track all the showers and the precip chances yourself, especially with that interactive radar feature, but by downloading the Apple Valley News Now First Alert Weather app free in the App Store or on Google Play. Here's some of the rainfall totals we're expecting from the storm system. Look at the Cascades, going to get blasted with moisture, 1.5 inches to over 2 inches to the east of there. Not nearly as much, maybe a little bit more for the Bluefoot Hills and the Blue Mountains, but in between, not nearly as much for sure. Okay, next week. Many more rain chances to come. We'll be dry for Sunday. That's a little reprieve in the action, but little shower chances at least in the Yakima Valley for Monday and Tuesday, and then the action ramps up for Wednesday and Thursday. Here's some of those preliminary totals for that round. Definitely subject to change as this is 4 to 7 days out, but over 3 inches of water up in the Cascades. Even look at lower elevations, around 1/2 inch for the Yakima Valley, pretty close to 1/2 inch for portions of the lower Columbia Basin. This would all be very beneficial stuff. Okay, here is the 7-day forecast for the Tri-Cities. Mostly dry for this evening, but rain likely for a warmer Saturday. In Yakima, maybe a shower during the day today, rain likely overnight and likely into tomorrow as well. In Ellensburg, showers possible for Halloween plans tonight, rain likely Saturday, dry Sunday, then wet again next week. In Hermiston, about a 50-50 chance of rain for tomorrow, a beautiful Sunday, then more rain possible next week. And finally, in Walla Walla, mostly dry for this evening, but wet and gloomy for Saturday, then a little reprieve on Sunday.
Now, the morning sprint.
Time is 5:51. It's time for your morning sprint in our 5 o'clock hour.
And we start with the top 5 local things that you need to know this morning. First up in Kennewick, where police are investigating 2 break-ins at the Tri-City Model Railroaders Club, and they're asking for the community's help. The club was broken into Saturday night and then again on Wednesday night. Surveillance video showing 3 suspects taking several $1,000s worth of trains and damaging the front of the building. It all comes as a number of businesses across Kennewick have dealt with break-ins over the last 30 days. The club has stepped up security with some new cameras, brighter lighting, and other measures. Police saying that the 2 break-ins may be connected, and they're urging residents and business owners to report any suspicious activity.
In Walla Walla, a man has been sentenced for shooting Washington State Patrol Trooper Dean Atkinson Jr. back in September of 2022. Brandon O'Neill was sentenced to 25 years and 9 months in court yesterday. And according to court documents, O'Neill had planned to kill a law enforcement officer, and he found Atkinson first. Atkinson was shot in the face, yet drove himself to the ER, where first responders saved his life. He said yesterday that he still has limitations, but he was able to return to the profession that he loves.
In Yakima, a new federal lawsuit could impact the Yakima Nation and its treaty rights. The case, filed in Portland, targets members of the Trump administration over tariffs put in place during his presidency. The suit claiming that those tariffs violate the 1855 Yakima Treaty, which exempted tribal members from paying taxes or fees on imported goods, arguing that only Congress can change those treaty terms. The case names President Trump, Customs and Border Protection, and Homeland Security officials.
And reminder, daylight saving time ends on Sunday, so our clocks will fall back 1 hour. So that means after celebrating Halloween this weekend, most Americans will get an extra hour of sleep. This also means our days will be shorter and nights will be longer as the official start date of winter gets closer.
Take a look at this. Former Seattle Seahawk and Super Bowl champ Jermaine Kearse visiting the Boys and Girls Club in Kennewick, all for a special fundraising event. Kearse, who grew up in Lakewood, Washington, attended the Rainier Vista branch as a kid, playing football with their programs. Yesterday, taking a tour of the Kennewick Clubhouse, Kearse also sat down for a Q&A with the teens and donors after lunch. Kids got to throw the football around and play a game of knockout with the former Seahawk. Last night, Kearse then was the guest speaker at the sold-out Dinner with Friends fundraiser.
International headlines this morning. Yesterday, President Trump called on congressional Republicans to end the government shutdown with what he calls the nuclear option. That would mean eliminating the filibuster, a step that GOP leaders have opposed up until now. It would eliminate the 60-vote threshold required to pass legislation, something Senate Republicans have so far avoided changing because of what it would mean the next time Democrats take the majority. In a post on Truth Social, the president brushed off that concern, saying Republicans should take advantage of the opportunity first.
And in your business headlines at 5:53, you won't find Disney's channels on YouTube TV, at least until the two can come to an agreement. Disney's channels were removed from YouTube's pay TV platform after the two media giants failed to reach a new carriage agreement before Thursday's midnight deadline. The blackout leaves subscribers unable to watch content from Disney networks, including ESPN, ABC, Disney Channel, FX, National Geographic, and Freeform. The two companies remain in talks, although neither indicated when customers can expect programming to resume. The blackout should come as little surprise to YouTube TV subscribers, who for the last week have seen announcements warning of a stalemate. Since last Thursday, Disney has run public messages notifying YouTube TV customers of a possible blackout.
In your health headlines, a new study reveals a happier country equals a healthier one. A research team used the Life Ladder to estimate the happiness levels of 123 countries. The scores for the countries were not listed in the report, which was published last week in the journal Frontiers in Medicine. Researchers used the scores to highlight areas where happiness and health intersect, and they found countries that invested in well-being services like curbing obesity, alcohol use, and pollution had happier populations, which reduced deaths from chronic or non-communicable diseases. Trending this morning now, if you're a fan of the Jetsons, this might be the Rosie you've been waiting for.
Meet Neo, a robot housekeeper created by the AI and robotics company 1X. Neo can clean your house, do your laundry, and water your plants.
I need Neo today.
Yes, please.
And if you're in need of a dance break, of course, Neo can also dance. It weighs 66 pounds and stands 5 feet, 6 inches tall, and runs a cool $20,000.
But don't worry, 1X says there are lots of security features, so this doesn't turn into the Terminator. You know, for doing chores, it's okay.
Fine. Yeah. Do you? You do have to sign a waiver because the human operators of the robot have to be able to see in your home in order.
Okay. The fine print. There's the fine print. No, thank you. To see into your home.
I wasn't on board the whole time, but I really wasn't on board there towards the end.
I was really starting to get on board. I'm like, yes, my laundry, yes, do the things.
Yeah,
there's
it's like,
no
just one small minor detail. They have to be able to creep on you. Yeah, no, thank you. Yeah, our floor director was just talking about how there's movies like this out there, but none of them creeping into the house. Just that they have like a level of consciousness that's like almost human-like. So that kind of robot is a
weird.
No.
How we can stop the robot takeover is just learn how to fold your own clothes. That's all it takes.
I think I want to talk to who made this specific robot. Like, oh, they can look,
Like, why?
Just I just want to talk.
Why? All right, 5:57, still ahead here on Good Morning Northwest. It is Halloween weekend, and there are some fun, spooky, and fall activities.
That was spooky.
Yeah, like Neo and his handlers or her handlers. Oh, there is something for everyone and of all ages. We are gonna break it all down for you.
Plus, a house fire in Kennewick temporarily shut down traffic on a busy roadway yesterday. We're going to let you know exactly what happened. All the details are coming up in our 6 o'clock hour. And Josh, what are you tracking?
Tracking some rainfall that could perhaps impact us for the trick-or-treating time frame. It doesn't look like it's going to be a washout, then more rain as we head into Saturday. So I will talk about all that coming up on Good Morning Northwest at 6.